Punk.Network is a high-performance NFT-friendly mainnet developed based on Substrate architecture for decentralized apps and assets. So it's a new type of blockchain that can host all digital assets and apps, bringing all NFTs onto a single decentralized protocol. This means that the creators of these crypto collectibles can buy, sell, and exchange NFTs more efficiently. So our final guest for tonight is the founder of Punk Network and NFT Castle. And these are just two of the many feathers on this mastermind's cap. So Ken, it's a joy having you here tonight, and we're all ears to know what you have in store for us. So over to you.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. And have you hear me that clearly? That my voice is okay to everyone?
Yes, it's very clear.
Nice. Yeah, well, actually in China we have a culture that in a performance the last one always the best, you know. Yeah, so I take it a compliment. And hi everyone, I'm Ken Yang and the founder of the Punk Network. And it's my pleasure to share my projects with the Indian friends and cryptocurrency enthusiasts. And for those who haven't heard of me, I was born in and raised in a business family. And my father is renowned as a collection of the art pieces, real estate business and investments. I became interested in art in a very early age. And my father is frequently a bidder in the artworks, in the antiques and auctions. And I learned painting, and later on, I gained interested in photography. When I finished my master's degree, I learned the Chinese traditional history, and I entered the film and the television industry, which is quite abnormal in blockchain field. And I became an independent producer. I made an online TV drama where I only spent about like $500,000 that I did not have enough money for the promotions. But however, the show still had more than 17 million viewers on Tencent Video. It's a fascinating experience. Back into 2017, one of my good friends, Lamento Zhang, and he's the founder of the Nagana Capital, and talked to me. He said, like, "Hey friend, you can buy some pizza." In China we call it Bitcoin pizza because someone just paid 20,000 Bitcoin for like pizza. So I was confused that why my friends asked me for buy a pizza. Should I be a delivery guy or something? And after all, I learned about Bitcoin history, and I realized the blockchain is full of charm. I feel my beloved film industry. I left my beloved film industry and dedicate myself to blockchain ever since. And years after, I did like investment and consultant and bought various altcoins. Some of them has been long forgotten as the time goes by. But I have always been optimistic about one thing that based on my history and philosophy background, that is, I firmly believe that blockchain will reshape our social relations in terms of economics, politics, or the communications. I have and I'm particularly interested in games and the various Dapps. I participate events held by the Uniswap when it was just launched. Like we called Crypto Kitties or Formal 3D, that Ponzi game for the first generation of games. I was one of the first players, and about a year ago, I had some ideas about the development of NFT and the blockchain games. At that time, the total market value, I think, is just 1 billion for the NFT market. Nowadays, I think one large project will be like way over that amount. Oh, I believe that I can bring some new ideas to the industry. The game should return to its essential, and the NFT should return to the to its application way. Whether it's application of finance or transaction. So I decided to set up a blockchain project to give the whole ecology a new vitality. So Punk Network is really a kind of interesting project. We took this name from cyberpunk. Many people think that we are, like crypto punks, but and some people think we are just mimicking. And there are many stories that came about it. But we are not imitators. And the network means that we are a chain. our original intention is to create an exclusive application chain for NFT assets because in our knowledge, we never think that the cyberpunk belongs to the sci-fi. And I think it's just a new feature setting. So we believe NFT is a bridge, or we say a wormhole connecting the real world and the metaverse, and so that virtual assets are protected. And that's very important. And everyone will not be hijacked by the big companies and governments and the illegal activities when it's, they're traveling the virtual world. And well, NFT is far more than artworks. And in our opinions, things like game assets, small souvenirs, tickets, or other consumer level virtual assets is all applicable to the category of NFT. So therefore, there's original intention of Punk was to serve NFT and metaverse. It has been like proved that our choice is correct. And Polkadot matches us very well at this point. We are very optimistic about the development of it. And we say if the layer one is kind of, planet, and there's all kinds of, or large, small countries, just like applications, right? And then the layer zero is definitely the same as the Milky Way, and it's the universe itself. So, but now every so-called the metaverse project is trying to like build their own metaverse and make some moat. Well, moat is the river surrounding the castles and the cities to defend or protect them. At this point, it is actually a little bit anti-metaverse itself, but Polkadot has designed to be very open from the beginning and laying the groundwork for the subsequent of the multi-links, multi-chains. And we believe that the Polkadot will be the basic structure of the future metaverse. So we decided to choose Polkadot. And although we know that advantages of Polkadot because of the difficulty of the technology development is always like put off, So our assets has been deployed on the Binance Smart Chain first. And we are also actively cooperating with the chains such as Solana and Polygon, which are also based on the Rust language. To deploy the parts of the game assets, as we said, Punk is a application chain based on the Polkadot. The most important part of our ecology. One is NFT Castle, and another is chain games. NFT Castle is a marketplace for NFTs and mainly publish, intellectual properties products developed by the, we have cooperated with the Chinese most largest mobile game company, and we have a variety of artists and very famous artists. And our original intention for NFTcastle.io is actually very simple. At that time, OpenSea was not that famous, but it was already the leading trading platform in the industry. After I just tried it, my personal feeling is that the operation is a little bit, unuser friendly, and it's kind of difficult for me to find the content that I desire. So we like research about it and find the problem. That is that sometimes this kind of top platforms just put too much efforts to their, I think, it's ultimate beauty. They just design too much, and to develop but we are the different kind of, we're doing the different kind of thing. We focus on the interaction design to develop the marketplace that let everybody has more times to shop. At the same time, we found very early that some of the NFTs just kind of publicity stunt. Is many assets has just been traded like the stocks in a short period of time. It's just like you're treating the NFTs like tokens. And we don't think that's quite right. So we want to make NFTs like return to its original value. Everyone buys NFT because they like it. Instead, we send expectation for the price rising. Many people like to collect the Air Jordan shoes, but it's not because the price is increasing. It's because they like it. And therefore, this kind of market won't collapse and more healthy. And so there are two requirements for this kind of thing. And the first is we need to make a commercialized NFTs. And commercialized can provide the greatest liquidity. This is determined by the nature of commodities. Even in the real world, the artworks only account for like 1% of the total market. And we think like souvenirs like intellectual properties, including regular like football star cards, basketball for the star cards, and movie posters, and modeling of the relative film and animation or this game characters, etc. But this is kind of things are good targets. And I like Witcher, the game Witcher. And if there's kind of Geralt NFT, I will buy it immediately. So it's and the second thing is kind of financial derivative products, which provides additional liquidity for NFTs. And we both think the liquidity problem gonna be the future problem of NFTs. So the essence of this kind of we call it like financial derivative product is like is kind of tools for pricing, pledge, insurance, etc., all kinds of it. And this is used we have the two important things for it. It's just like we have standardized NFT and synthetic assets to enrich the scenarios of NFTs. And we believe that through these kind of two things, that NFT can not only better fulfill its own value attributes, but also can make a good use for its tool function and build a solid asset bottom layer for the metaverse. The culture products that the public love are the driving force behind continuous consumption and prosperity. We think metaverse can only to operate with above two requirements, just like the universe in reality. If it keeps expanding, it collapses automatically and become absolute zero, which is not the result that we want. And we have concerning about the game for a long time. Like TCG's trading card game has always been our optimistic direction. I'm also a fan of card games, from Hearthstone to Gwent. Gwent is the card game in the Witcher that I have like played for a while. And we will release like Red and Blue at the end of the month, and a hardcore trading card games like cost tens of millions, and was built for chain games from the beginning. We are still like perfecting the game, even has like a 4-year development cycle from 2017 to today. And when it launches, it will divide it in two parts. One is GameFi, and one is the traditional, we talk the mobile game. And meanwhile, in the future, we will bind all NFT cards to this playable mobile games so that everyone can release their virtual assets and play. And in the future, we have a lot of game IPs that will be launched one by one. And such as Monopoly, I think we all played like in the childhood, and Saint Seiya is Japanese animation, and traditional Chinese fairy tale game that's called Legend and Sword and Fairy. In the coming year, and we will focus on the games. So this is gonna be the plan for the next year. And for the chain itself, we are not in a hurry. We have many ecological partners. For them, that we need a variety customized services. For us, collecting their needs, demands is the major priority. And just make example that an urban off-road vehicle does not need to really go off-road, right? Sometimes you just have 2 more babies. So how to services our ecological partners? Well, is our core goal. So regarding the development plan of the current project, Punk.Network has completed many milestones in past year, and but we are not doing enough, not done enough. In terms of roadmap planning, we divided to 4 stages. And the first stage, we call it like wasteland punk, and the second is steampunk, and the third is vacuum punk, and finally the cyberpunk. So the wasteland is like the evolution from the Stone Age to the monarchy. People's focus on gradually start from the fishing and hunting and to farming, from tribes to kingdoms, just like from 0 to 1, from just having ideas to productive design, formulating routes and establishing management team. We did a good job, although there's some troubles we have overcome and difficulties, and we stick together. Steampunk is the first leap of productivity, and symbolized as the first steam revolution. We completed the early deployment of the application chain and held the 2 successful NFT exhibitions, which are reported by the CCTV and Beijing TV, and it's quite rare in China because we have regulations. Actually, I think everybody knows it, and we are in the national TV, so it's never be a scam anymore. And we established a cooperative relationship with several like large-scale outstanding enterprises, and developed the basic interface and the functions of NFT castle. And Punk has launched Bitmart. The rapid development of the stage caused us ignore some of our own problems. We have also deeply, reviewed this kind of thing. To make an interesting analogy, even the equipped with the nuclear power technology, we still have to like boil the water to drive the steam turbine to generate electricity. So, but people cannot live on the era of steam engines forever. For the steam engine cannot create a computer and cannot take us to the moon. So the glories for the past can only become the history, while the modern technology can drive us into the future. So we are looking for the vacuum period. It's more like a stage that connecting to the past and the next, and also the stage that we are now in. And in the 1904, the people invented the vacuum tube, which allowed humans to achieve large-scale calculations, and was the core technology used to manufacture the first computer in 1950. And however, the vacuum tube is very heavy and cannot be lightweight, so it has been replaced with silicon-based chips within a short period of time. Adjustments, experiments, and hard work are the characteristic of this era. As we all know that developing the basic functions of NFT castle and the several chain games on the critical development period, although the gameplay of the first division may not be perfect, but real gameplay has always been our biggest concern. Well, in like 2018, I wrote an article about the chain games. It always been my biggest concern. That the game is not for play anymore. They are using it for like money. So I want to make the games back to its essential ways. That game is for play. So but the vacuum kind of time is boring. So we make a kind of strategy called Great Leap. But this is not saying that we want to skip it. We just want to complete this part of accumulation, and we will like have a great leap. So Cyberpunk is our final goal, and to the source of our project, and this is our project name. So we have complete ecology, a large number of users, and core technologies and unique application there. We have like fulfill everyone's expectation, and we will realize our goals. I believe that our spacecraft can be built and sail to the center of the metaverse and explore the final frontier where no one has been there before. So this is actually the whole thing that I want to share. But I still want to share one of the our. Can you guys hear the voice of the game?
No, not
I don't
really.
think so.
Just
I don't think so. Yeah, that's the same problem that with the last time. Yeah, but it's still cool. It's still cool. And you can have a check about that. And this is our trading card game. Actually, it's really spend like cost millions of dollars. It's kind of Hearthstone, but it's a little bit different. We have like three parts of land that you can place your card, and it will affects just like we have water, we have land, and we have fire. And with different card types and different kind of thing, then you can make different kind of play ways. So this is the thing, and our NFT castle will be like launched tomorrow. Actually, it's it's just the very lucky that I have an AMA today, so I can make a kind of a promotion of it. And our NFT castle will be like a little bit different with the traditional ones, and we will make a lot of financial tools in it, and to provide the most of the liquidity of the NFTs. That's all. And there's a final thing that we prepared the gifts for the Polkadot India. That is the Tanka, from the Tibetan Buddhism. That is a kind of NFC Tanka, so it's very special. And I think the Buddhism from China is come from India, so it's kind of payback to you. So that's it. And yeah, we prepared like 60 cards, and each of it was like 1 BNB. Finally, we will see. Yeah, so it's kind of very good one, and you can like apply it with the whitelist, and I already sent to the shrimp Shri. So it's I don't know, my thing is done. And the last one, I really like India movies, and I saw a lot. My favorite actor is Amin Khan. He's my favorite.
Wow.
Yes, I like
Great
it. Like
choice.
3 Idiots, yes, and Dagon. That's my favorite. I'm a movie guy, and
Yeah. That's
yeah.
so great. That's so great. You've been so warm throughout, Ken. Like that. That's absolutely great. You must come down sometime when times are better, for sure.
No problem. I
Love the
always will.
place
I
too.
always. Yeah. Yes. No problem. Yeah.
Lovely. Great. Ken, thanks for this. We have a couple of questions for you, though, before we wind up. So one being, how does staking an NFT make sure that there is no further sleep minting on your asset?
That sleeping minting is a term used to describe the NFT thief. Is that right?
Yes.
I see. Because I checked most of the resources for the Chinese ones, so sometimes I don't know the English about this. Well, this is kind of a thing that if there's hackers or there's flaws in our project, we have like audit companies that already audit for like weeks. So, and this is the best audit companies, and we don't think there's gonna be a technical problem of it. But if there's kind of thing that that they are the hackers that turn out that NFT is very valuable properties like in the future, and they find some new ways or find some the ways that we don't know, or even for the sometimes it's the project itself to like make this kind of thing. So actually this kind of problem in nowadays is not very occurred. It's not very occurred. So most of this kind of thing is happened in the exchanges or happened in the some DeFi projects. But when NFT is staking, when NFT staking is available, but I think now from now is more and more happen because there's a lot of GameFi. They use NFTs for staking. For my opinion, that is, I really don't know this kind of thing because we don't meet this kind of thing yet. But we have to prepare this kind of thing. We have several like the engineers, and I will like prepared enough to prevent this kind of thing to happen. And I'm not really a technical guy, but if you can ask me some like more like historical or philosophy questions, I was very happy to answer. But this kind of thing, I really don't know. But we will prepare good enough to prevent this kind of thing to happen. This is, yeah, I know what you mean, but I don't know the answer. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure, Ken. Like we're all in the process, so it's fine. Great. Okay, so one more, Ken. So how is authenticity of NFT and NFT owner verified? So the system assumes whoever creates or mints an NFT first is the original creator, right? So there must be a solid way to verify the authenticity of ownership, right? So how is this usually done?
Yeah, this is our new version that is V2. We used to have the wallet connected before because we cannot really buy NFTs due to the Chinese regulations. It's not because we don't want to, because we are not able to. We are not able to do that. So now the V2 version that you can like wallet connect. And after that, you can upload or buy every NFTs that you want. But this is like the test that we will have a stay up late for the upgrade this kind of website today. And you see, there's no art pieces, but we have like thousands of. We are upload today because there's both Chinese version and the English version. So it's a lot of paperwork to do. And for the Explorer, you can see, and we can choose the art. We have like subtitles like arts, virtual world and collectibles, music, utility, sports. We just make it, you know, good to search. It's always like occur in the Chinese kind of shopping website. You know, we have like Taobao and Jingdong, this kind of thing. So we are very experienced at as this kind of thing. So and also the domain names, and we will also make the NFT version. And there's activities you can check, and there's help center, and contact us. So it's kind of different from, you know, like OpenSea, SuperRare, or this kind of website. And but we are learning from them from very good points. And I think this is our designer's cat or something. You know, he made this. So it's just for fun. You know, we are uploading tonight, so it's not there. So it's the very kind of this prototype of it, but we already made it. So this is it, and this is our like website, and you can join us Telegram here, and we can have a you know, we can have a talk. And this is our kind of ways, and this is the red and blue. And finally, we have we can have a download our wallet for like storage or making this staking in the future. That's it. I think that's it for the NFT console. And for the games that I have a prototype, but I cannot show. I cannot show up right now because it's a kind of secret. But sure. But that's it. And for the questions, for the guide, the questions that I will answer it for offline. I will answer it and send it to you, because it's quite difficult for me to understand the words. Yes. I always read. No, I'm sorry for that, because I always like read the Chinese version of it. I don't know the English version of it, but it's okay. I think I can make it. Yeah.
We will stay in touch, definitely. I will share the questions with you separately over mail, and we can take things ahead from there. That's not an issue at all.